Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. My name is Brando Linick. I appreciate you for connecting with me here. This is going to be a pretty cool conversation. I'm going to share with you really some business pointers and tips and concepts that you have to know when it comes to creating a business and starting a business that's lucrative, that works for you, not against you. And as the title of this video says, we're also going to be talking about how to start a personal care agency. So you're going to want to pay close attention. You're going to want to know this stuff, because when it comes down to the first topic, which is actually starting a personal care agency, there's a lot of things you need to consider, alright? There's a lot of turning wheels, especially in personal care. Some of you know exactly what it is that I'm talking about because you've been in the personal health and wellness industry. Maybe you've been a practitioner, a nurse, and you're looking to get involved in this. Whatever the reason is, whatever you really want to get out of this business model, the first thing you have to know is you got to map out a business plan. If you want to start a personal care agency, you need to map out a business plan. You need to look at the overhead associated with a personal care agency, which you're looking at an agency, which is a corporation, a business, and infrastructure. So you're looking at office space, you're looking at assistants, alright, you're looking at possibly even having secretaries for your office space, alright, so you're looking at staff, okay, you're looking at how much you're going to pay all that staff, okay, every single month. It's good to do it month by month, and you can calculate easily, you know, the next 12 months, a year, how much you're really going to be paying out and putting into the business model. But from that point, you're looking at internet, you're looking at water, equipment, supplies, the whole 9 yards, and even possibly having your own consultants going out to individual homes and clients, houses, to talk with them, to do meet and greets, people who can't come into your facility and check it out. So you got to keep in mind all these things and more. So really it's the overhead. If you want to start a personal care agency, you got to look at first, alright, consider it all. You can look at competition. It's a really good way to strategize and look at the type of business model you're going to start for your personal care agency. Having had really close friends of mine start their own personal care agency, and actually having had family do it too, alright, they looked at their competition first, analyzed it, cut down the fat that they didn't need from that business model, looked at themselves, said, okay, this is the overhead they're going to need, alright, and then they looked at how long it's going to take them to get into profit, okay, and I've talked about this in other videos that I've shot. You always got to look at your overhead, look at your profit, and how many customers that you're going to need, okay, to cover that overhead. And if you're doing it traditionally, just yourself, okay, some people, they'll start a personal care agency just themselves individually, and I'll tell you, if you're sick, when things come up, if you want to take a vacation, your income and your business stops if it's just self-reliant on your production. So if it's just based on you and you don't have equipment, supplies, employees, office space, any of that stuff, you don't have, you know, a couple people helping you out, staff, then, like I said, when you're sick, your income and your business stops. So there's that to keep in mind. But aside from that, you got to be able to look at your profits, how much profit you're going to take from each customer that comes in, and you're going to reinvest that into your business, alright, your overhead, and how much after that you're going to actually be able to keep for yourself. So honestly, I'd advise you, if you're looking at this just to be in business for yourself, if you're looking at it just because you want to start a business that you know is simple, that makes sense to you, one that you know you can make money at, I'd advise you, before you take this approach, alright, if you hear me out here for just a minute, to actually consider looking at the internet. And my experience with this goes back over the last year, when I transitioned from a traditional brick and mortar business to an online business, when I came across a person who was building a business online without working, you know, 14 or 18-hour days on their business. Some of you know what I'm talking about, and without having equipment, supplies, employees, any of that stuff. And because they didn't have that overhead, their profits were really high. And the cool part was they had the lifestyle, they had the ability, because they're working from the internet, to build a business, to operate in different countries wherever there was internet connection, which is literally everywhere in the world. And because they're traveling and being able to live in different places and countries, to build their business for months on end, it was attractive to me. I reached out to them, started to model and copy what they're doing with their permission, and create a full-time income business working part-time for myself in a period of a couple weeks, which I won't tell you the internet is the only type of business to start, and I won't tell you that those are average or typical results, and I'm going to guarantee you that those results, that you can get them too if you push a button. That's not the case. What I've done, it did require work. I had to learn stuff just like you'd have to learn when it comes to starting a home care, a personal home care, you know, agency. But the cool part was I didn't have to take on that overhead. I didn't have to go and get a loan from my bank. I didn't have to do any of that crazy stuff that can set you back not just learning curve wise for a couple months to a year, all right, but can set you in the hole down in debt for even 10, 20 years, all right? So that's the cool part when you know the leverage and you know what to do on the internet. And the best thing that you could do if you really want to learn how to do that is connect with someone. Connect with someone who's building a business online. If you're looking at just being your own entrepreneur, being your own boss, if that's really what you're looking for, that's why you're looking at how to start, a personal care agency. If that's really what you're looking for out of this, to create an income that, you can control, to do what you want, when you want, whenever you want. If that's really what you're looking for, that's your drive, best thing that you could do, connect with someone who's building a business online. The internet's the best tool you could tap into because there's so much noise out there. I'd advise you, instead of trying to figure things out yourself, connect with someone who's building a business online who can connect with you. So I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did put it together for you. A little bit long, but I wanted to cut and give you this information and just give it to you straight. So I hope you liked it, and I'll see you on the next one. Also, make sure if you do want to learn how to build a business online, if you want to learn step by step exactly what I was shown going back 13 and a half months ago that's allowed me to create a full-time income business working part-time on the internet, make sure to check out my site. It's 123marketingtips.com. Put a link in the description below. But aside from that, I'll see you on the beaches of the world. Take care.